Welcome to Los Angeles, super city of the future, the metropolis of Southern California.
What's the deal, y'all? It's Rich Travis tapping in, man. And if you need the hottest streetwear brand in Los Angeles, you want to shop Junkie Cartel. Make sure y'all hit them up for all that hot new newness. Y'all already know the deal. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? It's Travis tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. Start getting excused, start getting Alejito. You ain't finna get in nobody's Alejito, big dog. I'm back in the same, like cracking this thing, man. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And it's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and I'm walking home from the gym. Well, I should be jogging home from the gym, a little 2.5 mile jog. But I'm giving y'all some news, y'all cues, I'm giving y'all some content, so I decided to walk it out, man. Walk it out. But with that all being said, I hope everybody woke up this morning in good spirits, brush your teeth, wash your face, and got you some of this good content on the man. Drink you some water. I know you over here, you know what I'm saying, smoking that black and mild from last night. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Get you some water, brush your teeth, wash your face, get up and active. You feel me? You don't want to be a fat sloppy for the mucker. But speaking of fat sloppy for the muckers, we got Dejon Paul going off on Adam22, man. I'm not sure what their little issue is about, but Dejon is throwing a little bit of a little hissy fit as he does. So we're finna jump into this content without no further ado. Let's get into this content. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Dejon getting marked out on his own podcast. Can someone please tell me where I got marked out? Can someone please highlight or point out where I got marked out? Because to me, getting marked out is like when Brick Baby or Free Brick, when Brick or Ed Hefe would be falling asleep or nodding off on the podcast, and Adam is too pussy, too scary, too much of a punk ass bitch to tell them to wake up because he know they're gonna slap the shit out of him or press his line. That is getting marked out on your own podcast. Or how 4 extras used to deal with Adam and make sure he wouldn't bring this person or that person to his show and press lines. Oh, you ain't gonna have no ops on the platform while I'm up here and talk to him crazy. That's getting marked out on your own podcast. I ain't none of you. I ain't no bitch ass nigga. You got marked. You was scared of a water bottle house phone through. Let a nigga throw a pin top at me, yelling on a water bottle, and you'll see what happened. You got bitched out on camera multiple times on your own podcast by your employees. You was paying niggas. I ain't paying these people. You was paying people that have disrespected you verbally and physically on camera. You've been marked out on No Jumper. I've never been marked out on a Danny Lee podcast. I wish one of my co-hosts would talk to me the way I've seen people talk to you on your own platform. Or even that situation when you had American Cholo's racist ass up there, and he brought all them, I think they was Hispanics, I'm sure they were Latinos. It was like 20 of them up there, and everybody had guns, and you had to crawl and hide behind AD and beg him to handle the situation. That's getting marked out. You've been marked out at No Jumper. I've never been marked out at a Danny Lee podcast. That's why I didn't understand the title of this clip. Adam reacts to Dejon getting marked out on his own podcast. Where did I get marked out? Calling me Brandon isn't a mark out. He never called me out my name. He never threatened me. I feel like the most disrespectful thing he said outside of calling me Brandon was when he said, why did you have Bo Jackman on the show? I feel like if that's anything, maybe that's the mark out when he asks, why did I have somebody on my show? I feel like that's disrespectful, but that's not a mark out. I feel like that's just a disrespectful question. And I instantly corrected him and told him if I wanted to have Cicely Tyson, rest in peace, on the show, I could, because it's mine. I pay the bills here. I pay production. Now, Adam can't talk because he literally tells his cat not to bring up certain topics around him. Like, nigga, you get marked out every week by point and shoot. You get marked out by We Starving. Shout out to We Starving. We Starving is whooping you with the screenshots. You are a whole weirdo that was confiding in a fan page, a stan account, having full-blown conversations with this account, sharing your deepest, darkest secrets. You was gonna SWAT AD's house, you fucking weirdo. Like, you got marked out by We Starving. You get marked out by point and shoot. Now you trying to talk like him. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed Adam tries to talk like point and shoot? And when I worked at No Jumper, you couldn't say those words. Anytime somebody tried to say point and shoot, Josh or somebody would turn around. Don't say that. You can't talk about point and shoot and No Jumper. So it's like, you so point and shoot, the sheriff is the boogeyman to this nigga. Obsessed platform. Yes, sir. So back to the gang Obsessed platform. Adam also said, he went on to say that he should hate me more than he hates T-Rail because of what he's calling an alleged shooting incident. But I don't have to say alleged because it did happen, and I have proof that it happened. I have multiple sources of proof that it happened. The main one being Josh drove me to the hospital. He drove me to Providence Hospital in Burbank, valeted his car at the emergency room, assisted me out of his truck, and helped me get into the emergency room, and that's all on camera. So why would Josh, the supervisor of No Jumper, drive someone to the hospital that isn't bleeding, that doesn't have any sort of mark or gun graze on their leg? Why would he do that? And I've already shown all my texts with Adam. I can read them right now if you want me to. I can read my text with Adam. I can read my text with Josh, where they're confirming the shooting incident. But then when they get on camera, they're like, there's no shooting. There was no shooting. There was no shooting at my office. But then why are you talking about a shooting incident in text with me? And when I mention the shooting, why aren't you saying, what are you talking about? When did a gun go off? Who shot what? If there was no shooting at No Jumper, why did you fire the security guard? If there was no shooting at No Jumper, why did you fire the security company and switch over to the same security company that Desto Dub used for the cough syrup store? Why do I have messages from Josh where he lets me know, hey, you can come back to the building now, you'll be safe, because we've switched entire security company. That's how I know they switched from the security company they was using to the security company that Desto Dubs uses for his store. If there was no shooting, why did you fire the security guard? If there was no shooting, why did you stop working with that security company? If there was no shooting, why did Josh drive me to the hospital? Why did he drive me to Providence Hospital? Last year in December, I read T-Rail read, I sent T-Rail my medical report. T-Rail has my medical report. He read my medical report live on Community, word for word, from Providence Hospital in Burbank. So to be sitting up here acting like it didn't happen well over a year later is crazy. But nonetheless, Adam is saying that he should hate me more than he hates T-Rail, but he doesn't. And I want to tell you why. The reason he doesn't hate me more than he hates T-Rail is because the shooting really happened.
Now, here we are more than a year later still talking about this shooting. We all on the fence about it at this point. Did it happen? Didn't it happen? You would like to think that Dejon is petty enough and Dejon is catty and girly enough to where if that would have happened, he would have sued Adam. He would have got some chili out the situation. You feel me? That's just good business. That's just good business. You feel me? You would have thought that he would have got some kind of chili out of the situation and for sure would have made a big deal about it. The business aspect would have been the chili aspect. The petty Dejon aspect would have been making a big deal about it and then making that opportunity to make some content about it and get some more chili out the situation. Excuse me. But my bad. Almost drowned right there. Y'all seen me. I was drowning right there. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, we've never seen a bullet wound. We've never seen anything. He's always telling us well, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Playing the semantics of text messages, but we've never actually seen a medical report. Oh, T-Rail ready. We've never actually seen a medical report. You feel me? We've never actually seen a bullet wound. We've never actually seen text message. I'm not really 100% sure. And then you kind of would lead to wonder to the fact of why hasn't Dejon taken some sort of legal ramification or some sort of monetary ramification against No Jumper unless there was a quiet payout. I don't know. But let's take it back to No Money Media and see what's going on here.
Somebody just got up out the blue and was like, I was shot and made up a whole shooting and had that all over the internet about your building, you would hate them. You would never speak to them again. You would sue them for slander or defamation or something to that extent. You wouldn't be calling their phones. You gotta think, after the Rolling Out incident, Adam called my phone and interviewed me live on No Jumper. When I was exposed Smack for liking Trainees pictures on Instagram and following Trainees, Adam called my phone. That was just a few months ago. That was over the summer. If somebody just out of the blue made up a whole story about getting shot, you would not still be in communication with them like that. But if they really did go through that, if there really was a shooting incident at your office or place of business, and this person chose not to sue you, not to destroy your business, not to end your business, not to come for your income, then you would still reserve a little bit of love or affinity for them. You would still communicate with them because you're like, damn, Dejon could have ended No Jumper, but he spared me. What you're upset about is that I didn't follow your instructions via text, because he texted me on March 25th while I was in the hospital saying, hey, let's keep this off social media. That's why he's upset. So if you're upset at somebody for disregarding the text you sent them, then you can have this angst against them, but you'll still communicate with them. You'll still be cool with them. But if I had just made up this shooting incident out the blue, Adam would not be calling my phone to talk about XYZ, especially on camera. You get what I'm saying? He would hate me more than he hates T-Rail if I, out the blue, just randomly said I had been shot. No, there was a shooting incident and I got grades. And I have various proof of that. I could go through certain channels and get the footage of me getting took to the hospital and Josh valeting his truck at Providence Hospital in Burbank. Like, it's not impossible for anyone to get that footage. So that's why you don't hate me as much as you hate T-Rail, because unlike T-Rail and them, I actually spared you. Those niggas they didn't have the power to ruin No Jumper. All they had the power to do was to spin off, take some fans, and go do their own thing. I had the power to ruin No Jumper. And I spared you. You wanted $250,000 settlement and a percentage of No Jumper company. Adam did not allege that, because that's crazy. I've never asked for a specific amount of money from No Jumper. I was offered an amount of money to come back. I guess I was supposed to sign something that said the shooting incident never happened. Take this money and come back, and they kept pressuring and they emailed it to me. And I never want to come. I'm not gonna say I never want to come back, because again, I something that said the shooting incident never happened. Take this money and come back, and they kept pressuring and they emailed it to me. And I never want to come. I'm not gonna say I never want to come back, because again, I did enjoy partnering with Almighty Suspect. So I can't sit up here and lie and say I never want to come back after the shooting. I really miss partnering with Almighty Suspect and doing the Here We Go Again show. So it was thoughts like, damn, I miss doing that show with them and talking hip hop with them. But I couldn't go against my family's wishes and return to No Jumper. Once my family, you got to think, my father pulled up to the hospital. The security guard was at the hospital. Talk about that. If there was no shooting, why the fuck was the security guard at the hospital? So once my father saw me in that situation and saw blood rolling down my legs as he sat in the room while they treated the wound or XYZ, ain't no his firstborn son going back to work for you. No. That, and I don't go against family, not my father like that. I'm not gonna know. So that's why I never returned to No Jumper, because my family didn't want me to return to No Jumper. But again, in a perfect world, the gun never goes off. And me, Almighty Suspect, and Pathetic Flacco, Here We Go Again, we run that show up to its doing, because it was doing 100,000 a week. I feel like if we kept doing that show, it would have been at 200, 250 by now a week, and it'd be like the premier hip-hop debate show on the West Coast. But that's just not what was meant to happen. Adam, March 25th. And this is us talking about Mikey on March 19th, before the shooting, so that this is Adam I'm texting. March 25th, let me see how that lines up too. March 25th, hey dude, I'm really sorry about this. I was kind of in shock earlier and didn't know what to say. Just know we're on your side and thinking this was super fucked up. Obviously, and we're going to try to do everything by the book and make sure you're good and shit. I said, I appreciate it. I know it was all an accident. Just wanted to get checked out and make sure everything is okay. Crazy day at the office. Insane. Let's keep it off the podcast and shit. I don't want people to feel scared. This is Adam, March 25th, 2:18 p.m. This is from Adam. When he says, I'm really sorry about this, I was kind of in shock earlier and didn't know what to say. Remember, once the gun went off, he came out his office and was like, what was that? It was like, Dejon's been shot. And he just went right back in his office and didn't say anything. All right, March 26, 2024. How you feeling? Why are you texting me how you feeling the day after if nothing happened to me? Top of the morning, my leg is still sore and tender in that area. Overall, I'm still in shock about what happened yesterday. I'm upset about having to miss the Monday show because I read the comments and they're like, Dejon's missing and how it hurt the show. I just don't understand why he had his gun out around all of us. He ruined the whole day. I had some important stuff to say on the show too. Pause. Once I said, I just don't understand why he had his gun out around all of us. Why is it his next message? What are you talking about? What gun? What shooting? Who was he? Why is that not his next response? His next response is, yeah, man, the show was a bummer. I saw a lot of that in the chat. And yeah, I'm still so blown away. He's always been so responsible for the last 2 years and then had to fuck it up with that dumb shit. This is from Adam22 on March 26th, the day after the shooting. So we text from the time I was in the hospital to the very next day. We're having conversations about a gun and a shooting incident. And not once did he say, what gun, what shooting, what are you talking about? You're making this up. That's not what happened. XYZ, woo, 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 woo. Care for it too much. You should have recorded your bullet wound so you have proof. You don't think I have photos of my bullet wound? Jason, like I don't think he works anymore. He was like kind of Asian. He was from the Bay. Jason pulled out his phone and took photos of me showing the bullet wound, the graze mark, and XYZ, and sent them to me. I have those photos. I just never showed them. I could easily post them and shut all of this shit up. But the problem is it's in such a private area. Like you see my underwear and everything like that. It's in a very private area. But Jason took those photos. You see both my hands in the photos. So you know I'm not holding the phone myself. Jason is I think it's called like JH Son. He was from the Bay. He used to do like the brand. I really don't know too much what he did. But I think he was like a brand manager. Like he was in charge of like, I want to say graphics, but like he did something with the brand shit. I really never got the specifics on him. Adam alleged that you wanted $250,000 settlement and a percentage of No Jumper Company. Adam did not allege that.
With that all being said, it's going to be a tricky, icky, Mickey, sticky, Vicky, sticky situation. And you kind of wonder why Dejon is so adamant. Well, I didn't ruin you. It sounds like Adam22 played you. And now you are in a situation where you wish you would have ruined Adam22 because it's interesting. Dejon is a very spiteful person. And again, Adam22 is the person who shot you, said that you were a liar and all that kind of stuff. Why are you not so upset that you want to expose the truth? Why hasn't the truth come out? Why are you still protecting Adam22 unless quietly behind the scenes you may have taken a payout or a payment that you don't want anybody to know that you took? So you talk all this stuff about going against family, going against morals or whatever, but you still indirectly worked with No Jumper by way of calling in and letting them call you. So you're still getting them views and you're still getting them ratings. So the whole concept of I'm not really here because my parents told me not to or my dad told me not to doesn't really play out when you're constantly calling in or allowing them to call in to use you for clickbait or use you for titles, use you for content. It's still working for No Jumper one way or another. With that all being said, you also have to kind of consider the fact that there has been nothing on Dejon's end, again, about taking care of Adam22 as far as these gunshot wounds are concerned, as far as these gunshot blah, blah, blah is concerned, because again, why wouldn't you want to destroy Adam22? You said that you hate him or you're not caring for him because he called you a liar. He tried to diminish your character. It was very adamant that him and Flocka were saying you're a liar about this gunshot thing and blah, blah, blah. So what are you protecting if not maybe you took some chili on the side that you don't want nobody to know that you took and you don't want to talk about that. There is a flu flame afoot when it comes to this whole Dejon Paul Adam22 thing, but right now it's kind of getting to the point where it's obsessive because we understand that the shooting did in fact take place, but at the same time, how many more times, how many more years, how many more days, how many more months, how many more centuries are we going to talk about this without any action being taken outside of you just whining and complaining about it? With that all being said, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Is red dots to the left. You know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go.
How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pink, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are raiders. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you wanted, you gon' take it. Stop the freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see, we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers when General Butt naked the kid touched pressure is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it cracking right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice, and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack and slut and pathetic Flacco's a fucking lame. Whack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, we wouldn't even know your fucking name. Whack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, Flacco lied on me and then Whack told me to sue you. Treated Whack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. Flock of belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight lust cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like academics, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane, we know the fucking truth. Brick ain't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gon' get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Loose can't read and Whack lost his wife to Clubhouse. She Whack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. Flacco, when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumb ass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Wait. Hear me out though, right? Pause. Wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right, Joe, right? Wait though, right? I do want to